Hi guys, I made a Prezi for my MBOT tutorial. So you want to make a cool presentation pretty easily? You should try Prezi. You can find Prezi at https://prezi.com and the main screen will look like this. So what you can do is you can click login and it will bring you to this screen right here, and all you need is an email, and that email becomes your username. So you can use your email, and then you can create a password. So you create a username, your username is your email, and you have a password, and then that becomes your Prezi account. So when you're first opening it, this is your kind of dashboard or homepage. So what you can do is you can hit new presentation to start creating. So once you start creating, you can pick a variety of themes of how, like, some Prezis have a specific theme for like sales or management on marketing and like education, and or you can do just a general kind of slideshow. So this is really cool to use in a variety of areas. So once you pick out your style of presentation, you will get a screen like this, and it kind of gives you like a quick overview of what the first page will look like, and then it also up here has a skill level right here. So this one is novice, so that is one of your basic ones. It goes novice, then intermediate, then they have an expert, which the expert is pretty much just a blank slab and really doesn't give you everything very easily, so it takes a little bit more practice to get familiar with that. So once you figure out which kind of theme you want, you can hit use this template. Sometimes you have to scroll down depending on how big your screen size is. So you can start creating your Prezi. It's pretty easy. For this one, you just follow your bubbles and plug in your information that you want to share, and you can put in the text. You can insert pictures and video, so it's very multimedia that way. And your Prezi workspace will look like this. So this is your main Prezi, and then over here you have the different topics, and you even get subtopics, and you can always add to it by pressing right here. It'll have add, and then you can also change the background, but I'll get into that a little bit later. So you can present it. You can sometimes it'll give you a link, or you can pull it up directly on your homepage and hit present, which is what I'm doing. And congrats, you have a very cool Prezi presentation. And some bonus tips and tricks that I found is for your background, you can always change it. Like this one has like a mountain theme, but if I hit the edit, and it'll bring up the background theme right here, and you can choose to upload pictures from your computer, and you can also revert to the image background that it first came with, and you can also you can like use the kind of URL of a picture that you find online for the background if you don't have it saved to your computer. And you can also fill in the whole picture to fit your entire background. And unlike some pictures that you pick up might just have a little small size automatically, so you can always just hit the fill background and it'll fill it completely. And you can also change the different theme colors with the little menu here. And I found out that you really can't like when you're trying to copy in text, like the text or pictures, sometimes depending you can't use the right click and copy paste that way, but you have to use the keyboard shortcuts. So the copy would be Control C and paste would be Control V, and I believe that's the same on Macs. I'm using it for PC, but since it's a web-based platform. You can use it on either computer that you choose. So some of the teaching standards that Prezi can hit on include Standard 6 under communication, which is 7K. A teacher must be able to use knowledge of effective verbal, nonverbal, and media communication techniques to foster active inquiry, collaboration, and supportive interaction in the classroom. The teacher must use a variety of media and educational technology to enrich learning opportunities. And I found that with Prezi, it's a very it's nonverbal and very media communication based, but you can also add some video which could touch on verbal, and it's a very interactive way that the teacher could have the students make prezis instead of some of the normal like old school poster boards, and it's kind of accessible to all students depending on their access to internet and other computer things. And it also can touch on Standard 8, Assessment 9E, which a teacher must be able to a teacher must understand and be able to use formal and informal assessment strategies and to evaluate strategies to evaluate and ensure continuous intellectual, social, and physical development of the student. The teacher must select, construct, and use assessment strategies, instruments, and technologies appropriate to learning outcomes and outcomes being evaluated into other diagnostic purposes. So for this one, a teacher can have students make prezis to be able to assess how well they know the information. For example, if they are teaching a social studies class or a English class. For an English class, they could have students make the Prezi and kind of outline their books, like they can have a bubble for characters and a bubble for plot, and in a way that can ensure that the teacher can know that the student can comprehend and understand what they are reading in the book. So that is really cool to be able to use this form of technology. And yeah, that is how to make a Prezi. Thanks.